Greetings, brothers and sisters. It's time for Street Church. We've talked about a lot in the Strong Delusion of the Last Days series, and I think this very well may be the last one. I just want to briefly summarize a lot of the things that we've been talking about the last couple of episodes. Once again, please let me remind you, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can get all of these notifications every time something new is published. And we're going to be publishing a lot of new material, even other stuff besides Street Church. And for those of you who are catching a hold of this thing and you maybe want to get a little bit deeper, this will be a great way to do that. Now, just real briefly, I want to touch on what we've talked about the last couple of episodes. We discussed 7 deceptive ideologies, and excuse me. These, again, I want to clarify. Look, if you embrace these ideologies, it doesn't mean you're going to go to hell, but it could. It does mean this for sure. It means that you've fallen into deception. These are more than just deceptive ideologies and wrong believing. These are things that the Antichrist is going to use to gain favor in your sight, to control you ultimately, to track every move you make, to track if you're even going to be able to buy or sell in this world. And we're coming to that. It's coming. We're seeing all the signs are there. We'll talk about more of that maybe in the future. But let me just remind you real quickly about what these 7 deceptive ideologies are. We talked about, number 1, abortion. We talked about, number 2, homosexuality. Number 3, we talked about the global warming issue. Man, that's something that the Antichrist is going to use that to control your thermostat, your fuel consumption, etc. It basically boils down to control. We talked about your views on Israel. We talked about world peace, this globalism. Listen, one world religion, one world monetary system, all these things are part of the Antichrist. Why would you want to do anything to advance that agenda? Man, God went at the Tower of Babel. That's what was going on. That's exactly what was going on. The people came together as one, and God came down and scattered them and confused their languages, man. And get on board with God. This whole thing is about, remember, can 2 walk together lest they be in agreement? No, they can't. Stop saying you believe in Jesus Christ and you like Jesus and everything while you embrace these ideologies. Something's messed up there, man. It's time to look inside. Number 6, we talked about separation of church and state and the fallacy of that whole statement, and that whole point of view has just been warped. And then lastly, we talked about self-righteousness. Well, I'm a pretty good person, etc., etc. So I encourage you to go back and look at these episodes, that probably starting with about episode 12 or 13, and check all of these out, man. Get them down in your spirit. It's so important. But I do want to touch in closing on this, man, on the deal with this gender thing. People struggling with their sexual identity, transgender, and all of this stuff, man, is really running rampant. And here's what I want to say, because many of you people out there who I love very much, I see on your Facebook posts, we've had gay pride thing recently, and many of y'all who I know you're not gay, but you're posting this rainbow stuff and support, showing your support for these people. And I understand what you're trying to do, man. Look, I have a cousin who just recently passed away who was gay, and he passed away with complications of AIDS just a month ago. Man, I love him too. I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to show your love and support. But there's a difference between showing love and supporting or justifying, condoning what is wrong. If you truly, truly love these people and you truly, truly love Jesus, what you're going to do is you're going to tell these people, I love you very much, but you're not going to condone what they're doing. You're going to urge them to look into these things a little deeper. You don't beat them over the head with the Bible. I mean, the church is messed up so much. Quit paying attention to things of the past. Man, but listen, you can't have it both ways. Either we're walking in agreement with God or we're not. Beloved, I love you so much. I hope this whole series has really helped you think about some things and think about some ideologies you may be embracing that need to be changed. And don't be afraid to personal message me or just post some comments or whatever your feelings are. I want to engage with you. I want to, because we're just scratching the surface on this stuff. I don't have time to get deep into these subjects. But listen, I love y'all. Go be salt and be light.